The fact that oil companies now have to go a mile underwater and then drill another 3 miles below that in order to hit oil tells us something about the direction of the oil industry. Extraction is more expensive, and it is going to be inherently more risky. And so that's part of the reason you never heard me say, drill, baby, drill, because we can't drill our way out of the problem. It may be part of the mix as a bridge to a transition to new technologies and new energy sources. But we should be pretty modest in understanding that the easily accessible oil has already been sucked up out of the ground. And as we are moving forward, the technology gets more complicated, the oil sources are more remote, and that means that there's probably going to end up being more risk. And we as a society are going to have to make some very serious determinations in terms of what risks are we willing to accept. And that's part of what the Commission, I think, is going to have to look at. I will tell you, though, that understanding we need to grow, we're going to be consuming oil for our industries and for how people live in this country. We're going to have to start moving on this transition. And that's why when I went to the Republican caucus just this week, I said to them, let's work together. You've got Lieberman and Kerry, who previously were working with Lindsey Graham, even though Lindsey's not on the bill right now, coming up with a framework that has the potential to get bipartisan support. And says, yes, we're going to still need oil production, but you know what? We can see what's out there on the horizon. And it's a problem if we don't start changing how we operate. Okay. Macarena Vidal. Not here? Oh, there you are.
Mr. President, you announced, or the White House announced on 2 days ago that you were going to send 1,200 people to 1,200 members of the National Guard to the border. I wanted to, if you could precise what their target is going to be, what you're planning to achieve with that, if you could clarify a bit more the mission that they're going to have. And also on Arizona, after you having criticized so much the immigration law that has been approved there, would you support the boycott that some organizations are calling towards that state?
Okay. I've indicated that I don't approve of the Arizona law. I think it's the wrong approach. I understand the frustrations of the people of Arizona. And a lot of folks along the border that border has not been entirely secured in a way that is both true to our traditions as a nation of law and as a nation of immigrants. You know, I'm President of the United States. I don't endorse boycotts or not endorse boycotts. That's something that the private citizens can make a decision about. What my administration is doing is examining very closely this Arizona law and its implications for the civil rights and civil liberties of the people in Arizona, as well as the concern that you start getting a patchwork of